Hey there, my fellow welcoming committee. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards. Episode 31, Sus. That's gonna get old. I might want to remove the roof and break it down myself. So if we wanted to buy... I'm gonna sell the Juggernaut Serum. I'm gonna buy... I'll sell all the package survival meals. Just because I think the plasteel is a little bit more important. Sell the prosthetic heart. We have thrumbo horns that will help. And buy gold. So buying all their gold, buying all the plasteel, and we still are left with some silver. Do I have a telescope? I don't believe I do. So let's also buy that too. Because it's something you can't make, but it's a novel rec type. I could hypothetically install the telescope here and move this solar panel over one, but it would block that door, so I'll just put it over there. I was like, who took off their pants? Oh no, that was just raid pants from a while ago. Arriving on scene from a trade caravan going, you know, it would feel more comfortable if we didn't have pants on. Weird trade people. Alright, so the detox lungs I want to be made by Mikas, because there's no telling if Mikas clone will stay upright for the production of it. Because they might, he might not stay conscious. I could smelt that bio-coated rocket launcher, yeah. So smelt weapon. Bio-coated weapon. It also is like it could be an improvised IED by not smelting it, but because it still explodes when it's set on fire. It's just a little bit harder to do safely. But I think because they're not made of materials, you just have to destroy it. They're not smeltable in that way. You can only smelt things that were constructed of materials, because what would you even get from smelting a Doomsday launcher? Because you can't make them, so they don't have an ingredient list. Mikas. Once we're done cutting all the blighted heal root, we will go back to making lungs. But man, there are so many conversion attempts. Ever since we tried to forcefully convert her, she has been like vicious in contempt of the attempt and has tried to convert us back. Which is fair, you know. We tied it. We set her on a pedestal in the dark. All of us chanting in a circle. I mean, yeah, I get it. Feels a little weird what we tried to do. Alright, because we're pretty close to fixing the clone, I'll have you guys vote on the next goal, and I've added a sixth option, which is build a ritual room to provoke the void. Oh my god. Conversion, resentment. Yeah, I know. I think at this point, it's safe to say that the regular old talking conversion is never going to work. It's going to have to be a ritual that goes well. So I'm just going to wait patiently until we have the cooldowns for a ritual and pray that it goes well. Once we get a little bit more components and steel, I can also incorporate geothermal into our power mix. Because we have a lot of steam geysers behind our wall. We have 4 of them. Which is more power than we'll probably ever need, I'd imagine. Unless we have a lot of robots or, I don't know. Like, that's a lot of power. So, ink. Yeah, we're breaking down this old room here. I felt very done with it. And I don't want to constantly be reminded that it has been set on fire or whatever. It did just split our power grid a little bit, so I have to fix that. But we still have this room up, which is our functional field hospital. So we'll keep that in working order at least. I mean, it doesn't have beds, but we could have sleep spots or whatever. So a ritual room to provoke the void, I think makes the most sense to build it somewhere over here, where we have our containment facilities. If we were to do that. I did get a lot of questions about why is this snaking, and it was just to physically add some additional distance that entities would have to run to escape, so that if there was an escape attempt, I would have more time to react. Because entities, I mean, typically they bust up your doors, but then once they bust up your doors, if it's like a remnant or something, it will, or revenant rather, it will disappear into your into your base and be harder to track. So it probably doesn't add too much in the way of security, but I don't know. I like it. So it looks like we are going to, I'm going to call this one early, going to build a ritual room to provoke the void. One could also make the argument that maybe a ritual room to provoke the void should not be contained within the base. So I could also put it out here. This could be like a void provocation room. I kind of like that idea a bit more, only because of who we are and what we believe. We would not want to provoke the... we wouldn't want to live near the facilities that provoke voids. So sticking those facilities in a secure room outside where no one lives makes functional sense, I think. So that's what I'll do. And it repurposes this room for something beneficial. Pulse charge missions is done. You guys wanted vitals monitor after that. Oh, nice. And Fred is now insufficient containment. What? 155. I'm sorry, but that's not true. You require 30, and this room is 155. Okay, the alert went away. I was like, nope, you're lying to me. Someone might have been standing in the doorway, I guess? Cleaning or something? I don't know. Where's ink? So how's the lungs going? We have one. We need to make one more. And we're waiting on advanced components for it. Leathery stranger. A ragged stranger with leathery skin is approaching your colony. She wants to talk. Okay, you do believe in our ideology. That's convenient. You're also fascinated by the void? That's suspicious. Okay. Well, Sea Panda will go out and see what you're about. The leathery stranger stares into space and speaks in a monotone as though she hardly sees anyone or anything. She refuses to leave, insists that she is only interested in your colony. She says that she can help. She is the bringer of joy and serenity, whose abilities go beyond mere charisma. She lifts spirits and inspires others by telling jokes and spreading blissful thoughts. She may be useful, but you also sense there is something she is not telling you. So there are some choices to be made here. Join, capture, or banish. Given who we are and what we do, capture seems the most fitting. Right? We're here to protect the planet from the void, and here's someone who is fascinated by the void. So I'm going to postpone that for now, but yeah, you'll have that choice in a minute. Don't lose sight of our goals. I think it's pretty easy for people to do, but we're here to protect the planet. We're not supposed to be making friends necessarily on the way to do that. So someone who is very clearly void-touched might need to be imprisoned for the safety and security of everyone else. And we could always do, biological examinations and allow them to join if they aren't a threat. But I think someone who is obsessed with the void is always a threat. That would be my my personal assessment. Our detector broke. And it's not in home zone, so we're never going to fix it. Okay, let's actually fix that. And Goof just got dark visions. Is it a result of our void-touched visitor? I don't know. Considering they are unwavering, if we capture, it's actually possible to later recruit. Yeah, you can always... the unwaveringly loyal, she would be of our colony, so she would be our prisoner. So I won't say with any certainty that it's fine, but my intuition is that if we release her, she'll join us because she belongs to us. Again, could be wrong about that. It looks like you guys want her to join, but I'm going to overrule you. She's getting captured. Sometimes chat's wrong, and I think you're just simply wrong in this instance. So, you may vote, but you may not like what we do with it. I am not even going to have the conversation with her. She's going to get escorted straight to jail. Like this. She let out a twisted half-human scream. In the distance, you can hear other screams answering the call. They are coming. Yep, see? I ain't stupid. You're a monster, and we know it. You've been caught. Die. Scum. Yeah, enjoy that. Get cooked. Sight Stealer revealed. Well, who would have thunk? Yeah, fools, you thought this was democracy? It is not. Mikas, you're dismissed so that you can continue making advanced... Oh, we don't have steel. Alright, but you stay here then. So Goof, where are you? Okay, Goof is safe. Eyesight Stealers! We're ready for you. It's a real shame for you, ain't it? My proximity detectors is going off. There's clearly more. And do we butcher you? We butcher entities, yes. Would that be considered false imprisonment? No. No way. A void-touched person being imprisoned? Oh, absolutely not. If you sus, right? Alright, we might be done. And there's a Sight Stealer that is down but not dead. I'm going to have everyone stay in the mountain for a moment. I'm going to redo the mountain base, though, because we don't have a bunch of fart gas preventing us from leaving. And Ink and Mika's clone is going to guard. While Mika's prepares a spot for another entity. Okay, guarding is done. For now, I'm going to stay behind the walls. But I'm pretty sure the coast is clear. Oh, except for, you know, the cougar trying to eat Tequila Jane. Rude. Alright, you're fine, Tequila Jane. So we have another entity. Another Sight Stealer. We got two of them now. The Chimera is still adequately held. They need 70. The containment is 136. The electric inhibitor was never really all that necessary. And now we're getting a little bit more bioferrite as a result. All in all, a good day, I think. All right, let's haul these Sight Stealers in and get them butchered. The twisted meat will be useful to us, I think. I don't trust your survival meals. I'm not going to eat them. Hey, Skyra, you want to burn it? Of course you do. You spend a fifth of your time smoking flake. Of course you like fire. So in the cases of, so it's easy to lose sight, but this series and Death Cult, they're both role-playing series. And in the case where the polls, I suppose what I should do in the future is if it's a very obvious choice role-playing wise, I shouldn't leave it up to a poll. I should just make the choice myself, because that's how role-playing goes. And in the case of a leathery person who is obsessed with the void, yeah, they need to be investigated at the very least, if not detained, right? No proper protection of void entity. No proper Eldritch Guard would just be like, oh, you're obsessed with the void, you have weird leathery skin, and you refuse to leave? Oh, welcome on in. Said no one ever. So, you know, these things should not be pulled. They should just be decided by tribunal. So the void provocation room is nearly done. So we just need the ritual spot, and then possibly the art to try to make it more effective. Oh, you know what I just realized? Ink, you can't even reach here. There. No wonder we're not getting any steel. So, clone. How's your lungs coming? Severe left lung. Alright, let's replace that one first. Install detox left lung. Going now. And because we just don't have a lot of wiggle room to spare, I'm using the real meds here. Oh man, 20? Randy heard me go, what? 19 ambrosia? That's unheard of, and doubled down. Okay, and then we are just going to remove your right lung, because it's not doing you any good, and we can part with it at very little cost. And that means that Raffle Timer is, well, I guess he could die in surgery, but let's say he doesn't. Raffle Timer's up for Mika's clone. He can't be known as Mika's clone forever. So he's been spared the organ decay that happens to a clone, and is raffleable, is his own individual. Peace talks with Sammy? Absolutely, I want to do that. It's pretty far away, but Sea Panda, without any hesitation whatsoever, you are going to jump in and go do that. Again, in role-playing, we are trying to put this planet back together, and war with non-void factions makes no sense. So a peace talks makes total sense. Just in case the peace talks go bad, I'll bring Go Juice. I want peace, but you know as the saying goes, if you want peace, prepare for war. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Featherfall, thank you for the sub. Peace talk success. Relation with the Bum Oil Pug Treaty has improved 66. So, definitely improving relations with the pigs and the Neanderthals. They're a rowdy bunch, but we're doing our best. And the clone is up, moving around. Not feeling awesome, but not feeling like he's gonna die. So there's that. Bird skin. Fallen from the sky. And a war merchant. Maybe it's their bird skin and they misplaced it. Vitals monitor's done. Sweet. I don't have a poll up for what we do next, so here is some research. Royal apparel, harpsichord, biosculpting, gun link, multi-barrel weapons, autocannon turrets, marine armor, or long-range mineral scanner. And if you're wondering, we have been using the ground pen scan, just like not a lot, so we haven't made a lot of progress. But we're working on it. I don't think there's really anything we need to trade for with the war merchant, but I mean, I'll go and check. I'll have Tequila Jane do it. Nothing like a nudist showing up, going, "Oh, welcome to our hippie commune. I thought you were the Eldritch Guards." Yeah, they are. I'm just naked and like kind of dating one of them. Gao seed. And some tribal weapons and really broken down weapons. Some shredded cowboy hats. Shredded clothing. Nothing like a nudist selling clothing. It's like, yeah, it's been used. Not by me, though. Alright, that's good enough. Meds would be nice. Yeah, when we lost all our herbal meds that got sewn, I'm definitely going to have to buy some more of them. I don't like the idea, but it's smart. Okay, long range scan we'll go with, and raffle goes to Daedora. Daedora the Cloned Explorer. Hey, bud. He's freaking out behind me, isn't he? I could hear him digging. Yoda's a little neurotic. And by a little, I mean a lot. He's a lot neurotic. He's cute, though. And that's what counts. So, the clone, this is the final lung that Mikas needs to make. And the clone will be fixed. So the other thing we wanted to do is build the ritual room, and it is technically ready. Why is this powered off? Oh, it's just turned off. So the other thing that we could do is make shard beacons here to improve the ritual, and I think that makes sense. So I'm going to do forged shard beacons in the corners, and then the other thing that we could benefit from is the art. So I might want to, oh, why aren't you making that up? Oh, you are. It's just the components like in the middle of the table. I might want to also sculpt art for it as well. A Manhunter pack. Oh boy, of raccoons, and the caravan is here. That's a lot of raccoons. Goof, you're closest. Dismiss the traitor, and I'm going to hope they travel through my base going westward. And then everybody else come out here. It's going to get spicy, I think. Except for Mikas. Mikas, you keep fixing the clone. Alright, please, traitor, go through the base. Yeah, go through the base. Please. Oh, no, no, don't go that way! Rip you guys. Also, Sea Panda, rest? Don't enter right now. It ain't safe. Nothing like having a nice, ruggedized, militarized base and having visitors that don't understand threat. If I want them to convene here... Actually, Ink, come out here. Let's just open this door. They're coming on their own. I don't even really have to lure them, which is surprising. The final detox lung is done. Alright. Clone will be safe soon. So yeah, you can see the kill box defenses in its full glory now. But like, these things can't hurt me. I can absolutely massacre it. And because of the way this is designed, I don't think that that mechanoids are going to be much of a threat. But what I do plan on doing is building a door here so that if mechanoids do happen to spawn in here, they're kind of stuck. I can even, like, put EMP mines or something in there, but I think that's probably overkill. So the caravan downed a whole lot of them. That's rough. One of them is downed and not dead, so I hope to save them. Somehow they got scratched and didn't end up bleeding to death. So I think standing out here is just like, hey, come at me! Trying to encourage the raccoons to run at us. Because these western raccoons are, yeah, they're being lured now. Oh, I looked at a downed raccoon? I did. You were right. It was the downed raccoon that was all busted up. This guy died. It's like, you know what? I'm going back to work. Oh, that's funny. That's, should not be included. There we go. I feel bad for our visitors. That did not turn out well for them. It reminds me, like, right when I finish with trade caravans, I really ought to, dismiss them. Because it can turn terrible for them if they aren't dismissed. Pretty good target practice. Is one gonna get in? Yeah, one got in. Alright, Hank, you have work. He's like, ooh, thug, good. And there's only two up. Hey, Red. Chill a minute, huh? Oh, did it die? Where'd it go? I don't see it anymore. Did it? Oh, it just, it walked in and got shot. Alright, I think that's it. We're good. Coast is clear. So clone fix, it's time. Daedora, here is the right lung. And you are now very, very bionic. It's too bad that you're not a transhumanist, because, my lord, you're a very expensive individual. But honestly, worth it. I mean, look at those stats. Crafting, medical, and intellectual stats. Quite good. And a bulk goods trader comes in immediately after that massacre. I promise I'm not responsible for all the... I didn't kill them. They just died. Yeah. Typical excuse. I'm sure they hear. Oh, Skyra and Goof, you're running from something. It must be a squirrel. Don't shoot Goof. Oh, Jesus. And I think we established Tequila's the best trade, so let's have her go out here and trade. I think I'm going to include the stuff that dropped off the dead people, so I can sell the pemmican. Because I don't want to haul it. I'll even sell the kibble. What do we got? I'm going to buy Neutramium as much as I can to be able to turn that into real full-blown medicine. And luckily they're bulk goods, so they'll take leathers. I think I'll do a clearinghouse of everything except for Thrombophore and hunt for more critters so that we have more leathers. Breakthrough in Chemical Warfare? Yeah, you can openly sell that book? How has the Shattered Empire not have that on the banned book list? Good lord. We have a bunch of sandstone beds I'm just going to part with. I mean, make some money, right? Ooh, I am very tempted to sell the throne, but they don't even have the money for it. They have a golden table. What is that, like an homage to the golden cube? You really that obsessed that you donate that much money to a golden table? Goodness. Actually, if I buy the cloth, because it's really difficult for us to sew anything, and then sell the throne, that's, I think, a good trade. Because cloth is very useful to us, too. So with all that Neutramium, we can start to turn... we can start to turn our heal route into herbal medicine, into, you know, full-blown medicine. Because we basically have no medicine. But that would require us to research drug production, which I am adding to the poll right now. Once long-range mineral scanning is done. Who's our artist? Tequila Jane? Okay. Goof would be a pretty good artist too, given that they're a tortured artist and they have inspirations regularly, but I'm going to have Tequila Jane move this. So if we also wanted the void sculptures, let's do at least 4 of those. I know it's a lot of bioferrite, but it pays off not to be sent into a coma every time you do a void provocation. So I'm going to do it. And the first pass, the defenses are finally getting done. Embarrassingly long time has passed. And now we're mining additional steel in here. Before there are additional bugs that spawn in here, I will also wood floor it and move the door so it's situated along the kill column. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 10th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, and another link can be found in the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow guards.